Hi, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. I miss you all. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing? Yes, I'm back. I apologize. I live in North Carolina, and last week we had like this horrible thunderstorm that came through, and I was losing power for about 2 hours. So I had to cancel the reading because I didn't have power. So I apologize, but I am here tonight. Um, we're good. Everything's good. Power did not stay off completely. So, and I'm here. So let's see. The first comment I have at 9 p.m. is positive for life. Positive for life. You are first. You're first on the free reading list. Mimi Nicole. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. You are second. Hey, Sharonda. Miss Eccentricity, you are third. MJM, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. You're number 4 on my free reading list. Arabian Princess. You are number 5 on the free reading list. For those of you who are new to my channel, I do alternating 5 from my donation list, 5 free readings, close out my last 5 because I only do 10 people to donate, and then I go straight through my free reading list on the next round. If you are here, please do thumbs up this video. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, as my free reading list is first come, first service. And I do not post the video links early because people will wait early. So you have to be subscribed with your notifications turned on to see when I do go live. I have 2 spots left for donations. I will leave those spots open until we begin, but after I begin the reading, my donation list will end. I have 2 spots open. If you submit a donation, please do let me know in the comments so I can make sure you're on my extended reading list. The information to donate is in the detail and description of this video. So Arabian Princess, again, you're number 5. Hey, Afea, hi, welcome. You're number 6 on the free reading list. Hi, Louise. Louise, I pray that you're feeling better. You were in the hospital the last time that I was here. You are number 7, Louise. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. You are number 8. Hey, Salma, hey, welcome. Salma, you're number 9. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Luna. I miss you all too. I mean, there's nothing I can do without power, unfortunately. But I'm back, and you are number 10 on the free reading list. Hey, Sage. Hey, welcome. Good evening. Sage, you are number 11 on the free reading list. Sharana, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I've moved you off my free reading list to the extended reading list. Thank you, Luna, so much, you all. I've missed you, and I really enjoyed being here on Thursday. So I was disappointed to not be here last week. Angela the Fabulous, hi, welcome. You are number 12 on my free reading list. And I'm at 901 for my comments, you all. So if you're talking to me and I'm not responding to your most recent comment, I'm going down the list to get my names. Hey, Ruby. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for your donation. Ruby, you are number 8 on my extended reading list. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, welcome. Siobhan, you are number 13 on my free reading list. Jennifer, I've been feeling all over the place and mixed emotions. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. We did just have a full moon this past Sunday, and just today have I been coming down off of this like wave of emotions. So I have you, Jennifer. Again, you're number 8 on the list. Hey, Marie. Hey, welcome. I thank you for your donation. You're 2nd on my extended reading list. Mimi Nicole, you changed your name on YouTube. What did it used to be? Cinnamon Toasty. Cinnamon Toasty. Welcome. You are number 14 on my free reading list. AGT _22. AGT, welcome. You are on my free reading list. It's number 15. I got your donation. Hey, Vashti. Hey, welcome. Vashti, if you wanted a reading tonight, you're number 16 on that list. Star Travel. Hey, Star Travels, welcome. Thank you for joining me. You are number 17 on my free reading list. Surety, is it a repeat telecast? This is a live reading. So I do my live readings for everyone that show up, and I save these live recordings also. So if you do get a reading, you can come back and listen to your reading on my live recording. It takes YouTube a little bit to update it after I've signed off, but it should be available within 15 minutes from me signing off for you to go back and listen to your reading. Okay. Oh, AGT, you're Ayana. Okay. I have you on the donation list. You're on my extended reading list. Thank you, Ayana, for your donation. You are number 4. So you'll be in my first batch of people to go. Hey, Bling Bling. Hey, welcome. Bling Bling, you are number 18 on my free reading list. I've moved 2 people, so really you're number 16 because I moved 2 people to the donation list. Bling Bling, for my weekly free readings, I do theme readings every week. So if you have a specific question that you want to be answered, you would have to book a private consultation. Hey, Talanza. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for your donation. You are 3rd on my extended reading list. So anyone that does submit a donation does not have to be present to get your reading. You will still get a reading recorded. I will skip you so I can get to everyone who is here live, but you are guaranteed a reading on Thursdays. Thank you all for your donations. Lonnie Richardson is first. Marie, Talanza, Ayana, Alicia, the 5 people on my extended reading list. And then I have Keandra, Romika, Ruby, and Sharonda are my second set of people on the donation list. I have 1 opening left for an extended reading. Extended readings will be a 2-week energy forecast with Lenormand. If you would like to take the last spot, the information to donate is in the details and description of the video. Please do let me know in the comments so I can move you over. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Joy. No, you're not too late. Joy Love, you are number 19. Actually, it's technically 17 because I've had to move 2 people over. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to close my extended reading list at 9 people. And I have 3 spots left on the free reading list, and that list will be open until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, hi, you guys. Welcome. For those of you who are new and those of you who are returning, my name is Brother Rory, aka 𝐷𝙚𝙖𝙧𝙣𝙬 and this is my weekly live reading, WWYO, Words with Your Okaasan Sign. And this week, my theme is learning through revisions. If you weren't already aware, Mercury goes retrograde on the 17th, next Monday, and that's when everything goes haywire mechanically, technology. Mercury retrograde can give you opportunity for second chances in the high vibration, give you the power to give other people a second chance or other opportunities a second chance. Or if you haven't learned some lessons, it may come back to you, and it could be in the form of an ex because it's Valentine's Day season that may miss you, or it could be an environment where you need to learn a lesson, although the people are different. For today, we are going to do your Mercury retrograde energy forecast, the blockages towards your higher self, anything that is blocking you towards your spiritual ascension. And for those of you who have submitted a donation, the 2-week energy forecast using the Lenormand. I can't pronounce it correctly. I say Lenormand because I speak English, but there's a proper way to say that. And I'm currently in school to get my certification in tarot and in cartomancy. So please do stay tuned for my channel. I will be bringing other cards in the future, including Kipper and syllabus cards. Pendulum readings are in the future as well. But tonight we're just going to stick to tarot and Lenormand. So, hey, Romika. Hey, welcome. Romika, you are number 7 on the extended reading list. Shirty. Shirty, I have you on the free reading list. Mary Donna. Mary Donna, I have you on the free reading list. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do 5 and 5. I will not stop to add more people on the list until I'm done with my first 5 people. And we're going to take care of my extended reading list first. Lonnie Richardson isn't here right now, so I'm going to go ahead and skip over her and take care of Lash Boss, Miss Cy Marie. We're going to look in the energy for you, and I'm going to open up the reading with my prayer. I call upon the divine. And I ask that you surround and protect me by the impenetrable white light of the divine. I ask that you remove all negative thoughts, feelings, energies, and attacks from my head and from my heart. And I ask that you send all negative thoughts, feelings, energies, and attacks towards me back to the senders and heal us all in the process. I pray that you send me messages to be as clear, so light, and easy to understand, help from my spirit guides and the archangels. And that you continue to allow me to be a beacon of light and channel the messages of the highest good. As above, so below, so it is, and so it will be. Amen. Okay. I got my heater. I've been up and down with being cold today. Let's get started, Cy Marie. Okay, so Marie, your Mercury retrograde energy, what may be coming back to you, a thing that you may need to revisit, is represented by the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Wands. So Wands energy is fire. So you may have fire in your chart, or someone else may have fire in their chart, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, that influences this reading. But Eight of Wands in a Mercury retrograde is interesting because this is no hesitation. This is taking a quick action. There may be a need for you to make a lot of decisions, even in the Mercury retrograde, and you may be feeling unsettled about that. The Prince of Wands has an energy where we start a lot of projects, we get involved with a lot of things, but we have a hard time finishing. Good intentions are there, but you could definitely find yourself in this Mercury retrograde being overwhelmed. And with this heavy fire energy, Marie, this could lead you to a blockage in the root chakra, represented by the color red, and that can cause weakness and at the minimum, and illness at the highest state, where you could either be injured because of rushing. This could be even like a potential like fender bender, and I know you've already experienced vehicle difficulties, so be very mindful of traffic, people around you, and if you are in a rush, slow down. um, Mercury retrograde is not the best time for you to be making any long-term decisions. So unless there's something that you've already started and you're going into the retrograde with this energy, a project, a relationship, and you're moving it to a next level of commitment, I would not sign the dot with these decisions that you have coming up with the Mercury retrograde energy. The two strongest energies blocking you from your higher self, anything that gets in the way towards your ascension. This is interesting, Marie. It's represented by the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the star. So these are ascension cards, and they're in the blockage position, which is saying that there is some lesson with some soulmate energy that you haven't learned. And the star card energy is faith, and there's definitely going to be a test of faith for you during this Mercury retrograde. And a lot of it has to do with this tendency to want to rush or have things come to you sooner than divine timing. So you are going to need some patience in this Mercury retrograde, definitely. There could be some outbursts that would not be in your favor, and it could cause some type of accident where you either may say something you don't mean, or there could be some actual collision where you butt heads with someone, or even a vehicle collision at the worst here. You are being tested, but with these cards as your blockage, if you have faith, you'll be able to get through these. I went ahead and pulled up your 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand, where your center card is the Mountain, which is challenges. So there you're going to have to think outside of the box when it comes to these roadblocks. It's the 21st card in this deck, which equals 3. 3 is growth opportunity. You do Although something familiar may return to you, Spirit is advising that you do take a different route. Don't do the same thing that you did in the last time that you had to deal with this energy of this situation. The Child, the Moon, the Snake, and the Anchor. So definitely some energies for a new beginning, some new opportunity, where you're going to be getting some recognition, either for your hard work or for your talent or your skill, or somebody actually is admiring you and is asking for this new beginning with the Child card energy, a second chance energy also. However, the snake speaks of some trouble, some issue, and that comes with this rushing that I got in tarot. Overall, by the end of your 2-week period with this Mercury retrograde energy, Marie, the anchor assures you stability, whether this is financial stability, stability in love, stability even with your health. You will be fine. So you do have the tools you need to overcome the challenges that are presented to you in your tarot blockage and in your current card of the Mountain. Marie, thank you so much for joining me and for your donation, and I pray that your reading resonates. Yes, patience, bestie. Please have patience, because that root chakra blockage is nothing to mess with, because the root chakra is like the kidneys of the chakra system. When the root chakra breaks down, everything else starts to break down also, and we don't want that. Hey, Lachey, hey, welcome. All right, Marie, Talanza is next. Talanza, let's take a look at your Mercury retrograde energy. What is blocking you towards reaching your higher self, and then your 2-week energy forecast in the normal. Yep. Well, it seems that matters of the heart are the focus for you this Mercury retrograde, and even in the next 2 weeks here. So something or someone you have an emotional connection to, Talanza, is the subject or the area of focus for this reading. Take it as it resonates. So your Mercury retrograde energy, what this period is bringing back to you. We have the Hermit clarified by the Lovers. You are being tested. This is your time to prove to yourself and your higher power that you've learned lessons, that you've graduated to this energy of the Hermit, the wise one. Hermit is a ninth card in tarot representing the sign of Virgo. You're Virgo, right? Earth sign, I think. And the Lovers is soulmate energy. So this could be about partnerships, either with a job that you love, working with the public partnerships, or it could be romance and love. And yes, you're a Virgo. Do what's best for you. 9 is wish fulfillment here, and you need to do what is best for you. A Hermit card is wisdom gained through experience. So whatever Mercury retrograde is bringing you, you've already been through. Do things differently so that you do not continue to repeat this lesson. The energy that's blocking you towards your higher self, Talanza, we've got the Prince of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Cups. So we've got 2 9s in your reading, and 9 is graduation, and you're getting an opportunity to graduate to a higher level of spiritual maturity. However, your wishes, the things that you want, because 9 is wish fulfillment also, and the 9 of Cups means exactly that. Having the needs of the self be served first instead of maybe someone else being the primary beneficiary. What's blocking you from having this is whatever it is that you I was going to say something, but that might, whatever it is that you pop off at the mouth is what Zero wants me to say. You've got to be careful with your words this Mercury retrograde period. Prince of Swords is argumentative. This is somebody that it doesn't process through their filter. However they feel goes straight to the brain and straight through the mouth. There's no filter here. This could hurt you. Also, an inability to make decisions that are long overdue. High vibration Prince of Swords is a quick action, quick thinking, very intuitive thinking here. And also thinking logically sometimes, where the facts are the facts. And if facts are presented to you with this Mercury retrograde and you do not learn a lesson that was already presented to you, you're blocking yourself from this wish fulfillment, which is spiritual ascension. Your Lenormand reading has the birds as your querent card. So the primary focus in the next 2 weeks is going to be a whole bunch of chitter chatter, lots of talking, lots of stress and anxiety with the birds. It's kind of like I don't know if you've ever been to the zoo, but in the birdhouse where you hear all the birds chirping, like it's cool for a little bit. Oh, it's so cute. It sounds nice. But imagine being stuck in the birdhouse with the birds for like several hours. It will get annoying. Whatever is happening is annoying. We have the man, the star, the heart, and the coffin. Definitely some type of partnership with the man being the first card that came out here. You've got to have faith. Star is hope and faith, but the faith really needs to be in you. It seems that maybe the man may be relying more on your experience, your faith, your leadership. Star can also be a leadership energy, but whatever it is you're talking about seems to be stressing you out during this time. The heart is matters of love here. And if this is a soulmate, twin flame energy, Talanta. So if you can grow together, this works for you. But if you notice there's a separation, you will need to reevaluate that relationship. Don't make any final decisions until after the retrograde, though. Finally, we've got the coffin. Coffin in Lenormand is some type of ending, something like I quit, I'm done, or we're going to stop this way of showing love or this level of relationship to graduate to a new level. It really is up to you, but be very mindful of what it is that you say because it can block you towards your higher self in this time. Lanza, I want to thank you for reaching out to me for guidance using the honor cartomancy, and I truly do pray that your reading resonates. And you're Virgo. I mean, that was a pretty clear message. Do what is best for you. That's what spirit wants you to do. Okay? Keep me updated. You already know how to find me. I'm going to be looking for a message in my inbox, Talanza. I'm serious. You have to tell me what's going on. Hey, I'm throwing my shoe at you. I'm just the messenger. But I still want to know what's going on. All right. Ayana is next. Username AGT_22. Let's go ahead and see what Mercury retrograde energy is coming back to you. What is blocking you from your higher self and your 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand. Look at Jennifer. Oh, yeah. 6 of Wands. Okay, that makes me feel better. 6 of Wands being the shadow energy. Whatever it is that you do, Ayana, in this Mercury retrograde period, do not let your pride keep you from having the things that you want, or do not let your pride keep you confined in a situation that you know you need to be relieved of, okay? All right, Ayana, let's get started. So, Mercury retrograde energy that's coming back to you, thing, a person. represented by the Three of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Swords. This is cord cutting here. A Ten of Swords is an ending, something ending, an ending of communication, as swords does represent throat chakra, talking. It could be ending of some type of soul or karmatic tie that you have with someone, or an opportunity to end that. A Three of Cups here could be a focus on, as it relates to love, if you're involved or not, more than one person that's involved here. If you've got options, you're narrowing down your options. If you know somebody's got options, you may be taking yourself out of the running here. Um, Three of Cups also is friendship, so this could be a change of a relationship, an ending of a friendship. A Ten of Swords is usually something that's challenging, so you may have to have a conversation with someone, or some energy may come back to want to have a conversation with you and settle the score. It could be even an opportunity for closure if you had some type of separation or disagreement because of an outside influence with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Definitely, when it comes to friends, Ayana, if this isn't relating to love, um, you know that saying, your enemies keep your enemies closer, your friends close keep your enemies closer. If you've got any suspicions about any energy, it could be a coworker that you think may be talking behind your back, or or someone else that may not have the best intention from you. Keep your distance, but stay close enough to be able to watch their every move, because the Ten of Swords is a backstabbing card. So be very careful with this energy. If this has happened to you in the past, this trigger may come back up, where you may have felt betrayed by something or someone you had an emotional connection to, and the trigger itself may come back up in the Mercury retrograde. So the two energies that represents the blockage towards your higher self, what's keeping you from your ascension. We've got the Judgment card, clarified by the Eight of Wands. Judgment is the resurrection, and this is a Mercury retrograde energy. A judgment, something is coming back to you. There will be some type of a trigger about a conversation that ended, maybe something even that happened 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, or that which would February, around the last Mercury retrograde, end of October, beginning November. This energy may come back to you during this Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and you've got to learn this lesson. Judgment is the final straw to be able to move forward and ascend. Eight of Wands is moving forward. This could also be a warning to be cautious, because Eight of Wands is to rush, to move quickly, make quick decisions. Spirit is asking you to be more cautious here in this process, because you've repeated this environment before, and Spirit doesn't want you to have to stay stuck on this merry-go-round, especially if emotions are involved. Ayana, for your Lenormand reading, we have the focus card as the moon. So you are, all eyes are on you in the next 2 weeks. You're getting an opportunity to be recognized either for your beauty, your talents, your friendship. Wherever this is resonating, people are watching you, and you may even receive some type of accolades for your hard work. And this may be long overdue because it's coming in the Mercury retrograde. The house, the star, the snake, and then you, the woman here. A house is about home. It could be a corporation, workplace energy as well. But the star is asking you to keep the faith. Whatever it is where this trigger is happening is close to home. So this could be some feelings of an abandonment, some pain from even childhood, because Three of Cups represents children, and it could be a nostalgic energy, or some challenges connected to caregiving or parentage, or with a parent here. The snake here is saying that there is some type of trouble, but it's a test of your faith. Number 7 is faith. Have some patience. again, caution with the Eight of Wands in your blockage energy spot. The woman at the final card of your Lenormand deck, Ayana, is telling me that you will have the resources you need to pass these tests. And it could be even that some source of your trouble or the discord may come from a woman, or involving a woman, especially maybe even a family member, the woman in the house here, or a friend that you consider family. I feel like a lot of this, Ayana, is more of a trigger, because this is not anything new. So be prepared for that, and just be very cautious with who you allow in your space, and who you tell any type of blessing or information to, because someone seems to not have the best intentions for you during this time. Ayana, I want to thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and for your donation. And I pray that your reading resonates. Ayana says, wow, wow. Ooh. Wow, wow means that it was resonating. That there were a couple message. And Ayana says, thank you so much. It resonated. Yeah, there were a couple of messages that I heard in that reading, but they all kind of, in a way, connected. So I pray that helps you during this Mercury retrograde period, because things can be foggy when Mercury's retrograde. All right, Alicia is next. Alicia, let's go ahead and see what this Mercury retrograde energy is bringing back to you. What is blocking you from your higher self? Anything that blocks you for your ascension, and then your 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand. Hoo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. This Mercury retrograde is going to be very beneficial to you, Alicia. Sometimes Mercury retrograde is good because it gives us a second look, a second chance, a second opportunity. You get to redo something, or it's you that has the power to give that second chance or redo opportunity to something or someone else. And I feel like this is what is happening for you. More good than not so good in Mercury retrograde. Alicia, the 2 energies for the Mercury retrograde for you: Ace of Cups, clarified by the 6 of Cups. There is a huge focus of your emotional connections during this time. As something or someone that brings you happiness or joy. You could be focusing on love and romance, which is appropriate right after Valentine's Day. Or it could be a career, a job opportunity, or family that you're emotionally connected to. Aces, Alicia, is a new beginning, a new opportunity, a renewal of love. And the 6 of Cups is soulmate energy. This is someone you have a past life connection to as it relates to the outside. And that will be the major focus here. So if you know of any reoccurring things that you may have with where this resonates, be expecting those things to come back. Wisdom is gained through experience. Try not to repeat the same mistakes in the area of love and romance. 6 of Cups is also nostalgia. So this could be you even, I'm going to say it because I heard it. 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups are cards of pregnancy and birth. It could be the birth of something new, a new you, because Ace of Cups can be self-love also, where you learn from the past. Six of Cups, and you start treating yourself and putting yourself first. That could be an energy. Or there could be a focus on bringing some newness into a family, expanding your family, whether it be through children, or even get a new puppy, or some new job that you have an emotional connection to. Whatever this is, this Ace of Cups is bomb. Like, this is very good to get for Mercury retrograde. However, the blockage energy towards your higher self, Alicia, we have Five of Pentacles clarified by the moon. Deathly afraid of poverty, a scarcity mindset here. You are what you manifest, and you've got a number one for your Mercury retrograde, which is manifestation. If you focus so much on where you're not good, what you don't have, what is missing, what is not here yet, it will take just that much longer to get there. Moon. And then it just exacerbates whatever fear or worry that you already have. Five of Pentacles can also be a card of finances or your resources, time, and energy. You could be worrying about pouring too much into other things and not yourself. And if you have a habit of doing this, the Mercury retrograde is saying self-love, self-love, self-love with that Ace of Cups. Secondly, a Moon and Five of Pentacles is a mental health uh, worry or issue card, because the moon can be our worst fears, our nightmares. It can also be paranoia and obsession. And the Five of Pentacles is an illness card. So you may need to take some down days, just, hey, turn off all your social media, turn your phone off, and just walk away from just life for a little bit, because I definitely see some heavy anxiety and stress, either because of work or because you're giving too much of your resources to other things and not taking those things back in. For you, Alicia, the center card for your Lenormand is the Stork. So there is definitely changes that are coming ahead. And the Five of Pentacles shows that you need this change in order to spiritually ascend. This could be some new opportunity that is coming up, and it can be concerning friendships. It could be concerning also people that you feel are loyal to you or should be loyal to you. The part is energy of people in the public. So I'm definitely seeing some opportunity with either working with the public, counseling, giving help, or getting help, especially if you do any of these in your work where you're helping people, advising. There could be an opportunity at work in the next 2 weeks for you, or you could hear word of mouth, do some type of networking that gives you some opportunity to ascend. The Anchor is stability. This is one of the best cards to get in Lenormand, and it's going to bring you the comfort that you need to be able to make the changes that will be presented to you in Mercury retrograde. And then finally, the Tower. Again, I'm hearing a lot of either contracts, legalities, work, and dealing with people in places of authority where you may get some help from and get this opportunity for advancement, change, maybe even a promotion here. So if you've been putting yourself out there to get something, receive something, you've got to believe that you deserve it, or you will delay getting this with the Ace of Cups in the first set of cards. Alicia, thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Thank you so much. Alicia says, no prego here, new beginnings though, and I've been learning to manifest and praying more. Yes, please continue to do that. It is the lack of faith in your own ability to have ample resources, to be an abundant being, that will block you from having these blessings. That's that Five of Pentacles energy. I mean, Ace of Cups, that's awesome. Hey, Afea, no, you did not miss your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keandra, are you still here? I have not started on my free reading list yet. Keandra, are you still here? Those that donate that aren't present, I'll do their readings at the end. So I don't think Keandra is here, and she messaged me on Facebook. Romika, are you here? Romika, are you here? Yes, Romika's here. All right, Romika. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what your Mercury retrograde energy is. What is blocking you towards your higher self? Anything that blocks you towards your ascension? And your 2-week forecast in Lenormand. Hey, wow. The Judgment. Absolutely. This is something that you've already been through, this Judgment card, or the decisions that you make in this Mercury retrograde, Romika, will be a domino effect to some major changes in your life in the future. So it could be a focus on a project or some energy, anything that you are currently already involved in, and you may be getting those finishing touches, and Mercury retrograde is giving you an opportunity to review all of your plans and your goals before making that next step. So keep that in mind. We are on the 5th person of my donation list, and then I'll be moving on to my free reading list. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay, let's get started, Romika. Mercury retrograde, the energy that's coming towards you. We've got 3 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. So Wands card energy is fire. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be in your chart or the chart of someone that influences this reading. A 3 of Wands is growth opportunity. Thinking about the future. It's stressful right now. Maybe, Romika, you're feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. There's some heavy burden or even some grief concerning long-term goals and plans that you may have had to change. And you're coming to reality that you are not on the right path, or the people around you or the situations you're involved in do not support where you're trying to go in the future. And this can bring you some type of stress. 3 of Wands and the 10 of Wands is a hard-working energy also. You could be very busy during this Mercury retrograde energy, taking lots of action, working a lot, moving a lot, being involved with a lot, being in inertia. This can lead you to a blockage in the root chakra with the wand card focus. If you do too much, 10 of Wands is being broken down literally. So be very, very mindful of your energy. If you know that you are being taxed, ask for help. 3 is communication. It is outsiders. Ask for help so that you're not overwhelmed, because this energy can be very overwhelming here. Also, you may be waiting on something currently, and if that is the case, you may be waiting a little bit longer in the Mercury retrograde, and this further kind of almost discourages you with your long-term goals and plans with this energy, Romika. But it's stressful. Like, even like I kind of want to want to frown with this energy. It's stressful. So take good care of your health during this time. The energy that is blocking you towards your higher self, we've got the death card clarified by the Two of Wands. This restlessness. You just want to get it over with in a sense. Whatever is happening, you just want to get it over with. But in order for things to change for you, Romika, it requires this deep personal transformation with the death card energy. It's the 13th card in tarot representing the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio could be in your chart or the chart of someone that influences this reading. And if Scorpio resonates with a person, that person is, or the lesson that you have to learn with that relationship is a part of the blockage towards your higher self. So be very mindful of this energy if that resonates. Death is endings for new beginnings, but you can't have the new beginning and get your Ace of Wands until you let some things go. And so with the Mercury retrograde and with the Scorpio energy, there could be some secrets that come out, some things that you may have been wondering about. You get some confirmation about those things here, and this may be energy that's long overdue. And once these things come up, Romika, you're going to be at a crossroads and you're going to have some decisions that you need to make with the Two of Wands. In your Lenormand deck, your center card or your main focus for the next 2 weeks, Romika, is the ship. And the ship speaks of some type of move, some move, a journey. You could be even changing residence. It could be involving a commute to work, to and from work, or dealing with people and relationships at a long distance here. We've got the woman, the mountain, the coffin, and the park. So the woman could be your energy, where the focus is about you, your plans, your long-term goals, what it is that you want, and how you are in control here. Or there could be some person with feminine characteristics or an actual woman that's involved in this energy, and they may actually be the source of your challenges with the card of the mountain. This is some type of difficulty here, so be very mindful if you've got some females, especially a female with some Scorpio energy, that's maybe causing you some stress or maybe even in the way, if that resonates. The card of the coffin is a card of endings, and the death card is asking you, or really it's telling you that this is necessary. You need to let something go. And this Ten of Wands is saying that whatever it is that you're holding on to continue to do that, Romika, will build up some resentment. And you can't have that when you're trying to ascend. It lowers your vibration. The part is dealing with outside, either a social gathering, some type of friend, or someone who you thought was a friend, Romika. It could be dealing with people. It could even be someone that you do not know very well that is involved with your ability to make decision making. This could even be, like a boss or someone that may be handling your paperwork if you're trying to move or relocate here. The ending is necessary wherever this is resonating. So Mercury retrograde is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate where you're trying to go, because at the end of the day, something has to change, something has to end, Romika. Thank you for your donation and your patience, and I pray that your reading resonates. I know, Romika. It's heavy. I'm not going to sugarcoat this energy that's coming to you in the Mercury retrograde. And there's a lot of, I just want to get it over with, is what I heard. I will keep you in my prayers, absolutely. And it whatever has to go, just know that if spirit is removing it during the retrograde, it needed to be removed, and it will be replaced with something better, wherever that's resonating for you. Okay, so Romika was my last person on the donation list. I had 3 more spots for my free reading list. Who is here? Yes, Romika, thank you. Please do keep me informed. Come and find me, okay? Because I would like to make sure that you're okay. Let's see. Ryu Sagi is still here. Salma, I already have you. Is there anybody that would like to get a free card message? Because it's 9:55 and I'm going to close the reading. I'll put her down. Hey, Joy Love, I have you. Is there anyone who I hadn't already put on the list that would like a card message? Anyone that has recently come in besides Ryu Sagi? All right. So my first 5 people on the free reading list, my free readings go by a little bit faster. I've got Positive for Life, Mimi Nicole, MJM, Arabian Princess, and Afea. All I ask is that if you are getting a free reading, that you are present when it is time to do your reading. If you have to leave, that's fine. Just make it back before I end my live feed to get your reading. Yes, Sharonda, I have gone through my first 5 donators, and I'm on my free reading list now. Positive for Life. Hey, Rio Saga, I have you on the free reading list. All right, Positive for Life. Let's see what your Mercury retrograde energy is, what may be coming back to you, and what is blocking you towards your higher power. Eight of Wands is at the bottom of your deck. 8 of Wands has come out a lot. And 8 of Wands is not energy that I want to see during the Mercury retrograde, because retrograde energy is not so much forward movement. It's to redo, rethink, replan, revisions here, revisit even an energy. And the 8 of Wands is asking you to go, 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 go. So Positive for Life, slow down during this Mercury retrograde energy and have some patience. There could even be a focus on change, move, or dealing with something from a distance with this 8 of Wands energy. Just be very careful with the Mercury retrograde, because things are not always what they initially appear when Mercury is retrograde. And that's why I'm advising that you take your time and be patient. The 2 energies representing your Mercury retrograde energy. We've got the Lover's card, clarified by the Hermit. 2 major arcana. Lover's card is the 6th card in tarot, representing the sign of Gemini, and the Hermit is the 9th card in tarot, representing the sign of Virgo. Either those could be in your chart or the chart of someone that may influence this reading. With this being 2 major arcanas, there are some big lessons for you to learn concerning partnerships, our relationships, also your duality, seeing things from both sides, both perspectives, and the fact that you do have a choice in the matter with the Lover's card. Lovers represents choice, and with that Gemini energy, there's an undecided factor coming in, and that's why Spirit is advising you to take your time. The Hermit is an indication that whatever lesson this is bringing you will put you in the right direction towards spiritual ascension. Herman is a wise person, someone that has learned from their mistakes or have learned from their past, and they now currently have the tools that they need to get through any type of discord or any worry and doubt about the decisions that they make. With this Hermit card also, Positive for life. There could be a tendency during the Mercury retrograde period to want to shut down and be away from people. Hermit is solitude and lovers is partnership. So people may want to hang out with you or reach out to you, and you may prefer to be with your own company during this time. If this is resonating, don't shut people out completely here, because there's a lesson to be learned when it comes to dealing with other people, and it may be involving unconditional love, or it could be that you limit your options by being a literal hermit here. The two energy that represents the blockage towards your higher self, positive for life. We've got the Four of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. First of all, you're a workaholic, is what Spirit is telling me. This is clear. This is strong Virgo energy. I don't know if you forgot Virgo in your chart, but the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo card, and then we have Virgo here. And Virgos never quit. I mean, life is money, life is work, or organizing, cleaning something, being in charge of something. With that energy, you need to take some break. You need to take a break. Four of Swords is resting, and in you shouldn't feel guilty for any time that you do have to be in a hermit mode. So maybe this is good. It would be good for you to have some alone time here, especially when it comes to work. Eight of Pentacles also. If you have some long-term goals, you may be discouraged because you're not seeing the efforts come into fruition as much during the Mercury retrograde, and you may have a tendency to want to put it on hold and quit. That's the other message Spirit is telling me. Take rest breaks, but don't completely quit on a long-term project, especially if you're discouraged here. Positive for Life says, you said I was going to meet someone on a dating site, and I'm taking my time. Good. That's good. I don't want to rush it with him because I need to know if it's right for me. Yes, don't rush, because the Lover's card is an indication, as it relates to love, of a soulmate energy. But you need to make sure that this is a potential life partner and not just someone that's going to teach you, what you don't want in a relationship. That definitely can happen here. Take a rest break when it comes to work or being involved or commitments, but do not completely end anything during this Mercury retrograde period. No rushing. Patience with that Eight of Wands. And if you're dealing with anything at a long distance, it just may take some time for these things to mature. Thank you, Positive for Life, so much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Positive for Life says, yes, I gotta stay optimistic. I mean, your name is Positive for Life. You've got to be optimistic. All right, Mimi Nicole. Are you Miranda? Mimi Nicole, you said you changed your YouTube name. Mimi Nicole, are you here? Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the Mercury retrograde energy is bringing you and what is blocking you towards your higher self. Wow. Yes. You are in charge. Period. Point blank here. You've got a lot of power this Mercury retrograde here, Mimi Nicole. Be careful how you use it. Okay, the emperor could be like a very good leader, someone that's just not a boss, but someone that actually leads people, where people willingly want to do what it is that you want. That's high vibration. Low vibration is dictatorship, and we don't want to be a dictator, because then people don't want to listen to you. People don't want to help you, and you also can maybe gain some enemies with this energy if you abuse your power. Also, with the Emperor card being at the bottom of your deck, Mimi Nicole, the fourth card in tarot representing the sign of Aries, be careful that you are not a victim of somebody's abuse. It could be an abuse of power, such as someone in a position of authority, wanting to either work you to death or use you for all your resources, or not give you what it is that you need, or someone or some type of energy trying to control you. Be very mindful of that. We don't want any of that, this Mercury retrograde here. So the two energies that Mercury retrograde is bringing to you, bringing back to you, we've got the Queen of Swords clarified by the Seven of Wands. Queen of Swords, Mimi Nicole, is air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It could be in your chart or the chart of someone that plays an influence in this reading. I feel like that even if those air signs don't resonate, you need to embody the Queen of Swords energy. A Queen of Swords is a planner. She's someone that gathers information. She does her research. She, maybe even has to do a little digging, investigating, putting on the Inspector Gadget hat. And then she makes her decisions, pros and cons with everything, especially Mercury retrograde. We're getting a redo opportunity, recheck everything here, especially when it comes to your boundaries. A Seven of Wands is exactly that, standing up for what it is that you want. It could be that you may be very passive during this time, with this Queen of Swords energy, about what it is that you want. And you may be bullied even with this Emperor energy at the bottom of your deck, where you may feel like I've got to give up or sacrifice something in order to have this energy or this person in my life. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to do that when it comes to standards, because Seven of Wands is a standards energy. The second message I'm hearing is that if you've got some standards, some boundaries, some long-term goal, something that you desire, that you want in the Seven of Wands energy, you you can use this Queen of Swords energy to get more information about these things, get clarification. Am I on the right path? Is this the right relationship? Is this the right job that I should be in? Checking everything over in the Queen of Swords energy. More planning than action here. But definitely don't fall victim to this energy, because I'm starting to see this pattern of you, being walked on even, and not standing up for yourself. The two strongest energies that represent the blockages towards your higher self, Mimi Nicole. We've got the King of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Cups. You've got a lot of court cards in your reading, so this could be involved with one other person primarily, because the King and Queen of Swords could be your energy, and you going from the Yin energy of the Queen and not having the blockage of the Yang energy of the King. Or it could be two additional people that causes you some type of stress and friction, or that try to challenge your boundaries during the Mercury retrograde period. The King of Swords as a blockage is someone that doesn't speak up for themselves. It is someone that has a lot of information, has a lot of knowledge, has a voice, has an opinion, but chooses not to, because of some emotional connection. Maybe they feel guilty if they speak their feelings. Maybe they feel that people may not accept them, which brings them some sense of depression with Queen of Cups energy, as this relates to you. It could also be that making head over heart decisions are going to be challenging for you during the Mercury retrograde. Spirit is asking you to be more logical about your decisions with this Queen of Swords energy versus following your emotions, because your emotions may be the reason why you haven't been able to get the things that you need, the things that you want. You need to take your power back during this Mercury retrograde. And you do that more by planning and gathering all of your facts and then speaking your truth versus letting people walk all over you and you being in a state of victimhood and thus wanting to withdraw away from everyone, including the people that do not take advantage of you, like as indicated in this king of this emperor card. um, you need to stand up for yourself. Wherever this is resonating, do not let people cross your boundaries. Okay, as long as they are healthy, you should not ever feel guilty about whatever standard that you set for anyone. Okay, and there's definitely some indication of a verbal disagreement or verbal argument with this Mercury retrograde energy, and you could definitely choose to let your them pull on your heartstring, guilt trip you, or you could choose to say nothing. And that's a blockage for you to say nothing. All right. Baby Nicole, thank you so much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Okay, you have an Aquarius, a Venus in Aquarius. Um, Mercury goes retrograde in first deacon Pisces. So it may go back into Aquarius. Mercury may go back into Aquarius during the Mercury retrograde. I would have to confirm that, but I believe that Mercury is going retrograde in the first decan of Pisces, which would allow it to go back into the sign of Aquarius, which would bring up matters for the heart for you because your Venus sign is in Aquarius. So just be mindful of that, okay? And Pisces moon and Capricorn sun. Okay, so that Queen of Cups could be your Pisces moon. Don't let people take advantage of you because they will, and that's that state of victimhood that I was getting. Take your power back. You are in control, no matter where this is resonating. Hey, Salma. This is my weekly readings are general, so if you need to ask a specific question, you would have to book a private consultation. All right, MJM is next. After MJM, we have Arabian Princess. MJM, let's go ahead and see what the Mercury retrograde energy is bringing to you and what is blocking you towards your higher self. All right. Wow. Wow. MJM, you've got nothing but major arcana in your reading, which is telling me that the energy of the Mercury retrograde is critical toward your spiritual ascension. Whatever decisions are made, whatever it is that you learn, whatever knowledge that you gain during this retrograde MJM, it will be a domino effect to several beginnings and endings in your life, and a lot of those have to do with matters of the heart, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So Ace of Cups could be love, romance, friendship, self-love type of energy, and Ace is a new beginning. So you're getting an opportunity to either find closure in some areas or to start anew with this energy in Mercury retrograde. I feel that there may be more triggers that come back to you of anything that is low vibration, and it may be stifling the growth that you've already been in. So if you're doing good, and then like I hear like thunder, like from the clouds, like when it's raining. The thunder is just scary, but it's really not going to rain. You're going to want to run back in the house instead of being outside, is what Spirit is showing me. Do not be afraid by just the noises, okay? If you're doing well, wherever this is resonating, you need to continue to move forward and don't hide from those triggers. The thunder is like the triggers. The two energies that Mercury retrograde is bringing to you. We've got the star clarified by the Empress. So, star is some type of wish fulfillment. This is some divine timing, a divine blessing that's coming to you in the Mercury retrograde. And it may be something that you've been waiting on for a while, where Mercury retrograde is finally bringing it to you. Empress is a third card in tarot representing the sign of Libra. This is Aquarius energy also. So we've got air energy in your chart or in the chart of someone, MJM, that may influence this reading. The Empress is abundance. This is independence. This is creating something new. And with that Ace of Cups at the bottom, the focus is on you, self-care, self-love, and also improving your talents and your skills, or what makes you uniquely you here with the Mercury retrograde. With the star card, you may be feeling unique. Aquarian energy is like unconventional, something that's different, and you need to learn to embrace what makes you different, because it's good. I mean, it makes you special, and not in a bad way, but you may be seeing parts of yourself during the Mercury retrograde in a bad light. That's that thunder here. And you may tend to either give up on some type of long-term goal with that number three. You may even start to not take as good care of your own self during the Mercury retrograde period. So definitely try to avoid this energy, and show yourself some type of compassion during this time. The two energy that represent the blockage towards your higher self, we've got the Hierophant clarified by the moon. Two more major arcana. So as a blockage, it could be that some type of restriction that keeps you from being you. This could be religion, family, society, things that you feel have a higher or greater power over you, that blocks you. And it can cause you some stress or some worry or even paranoia with the energy of the moon card. Moon also is nightmares in the blockage position, our worst fear. And you may be fearing either some discord or retaliation with family members with the energy of the Hierophant, religious people, religious figures with the Hierophant also. When you try to step outside of your box and just freely express yourself. The moon card also as a blockage. Spirit is speaking to you, even through these dreams that are not good. But sometimes, when we have such a positive outlook in life in our waking state, our fears can manifest in our dreams, because we're kind of in this state of denial, kind of, but they're still there. So, all the anxiety and worry that you put in the back of your brain when you're awake, it grows at night. And it could be a fear of not doing things that society expects such as working a traditional job or being in a traditional relationship structure, or even with age, when you're this many years old, you should have all these things, all of these accomplishments. Focusing on these focusing on these energies or these areas is going to stress you out. It's going to cause you a paranoia. It is going to cause you to have some type of nightmares. And it is a lot of this is the focus on the self here. You are who you are, and the Ace of Cups is asking you to learn to accept yourself for who you are. And if you are like me and you're an empath, or you got some type of psychic gift and your gut feeling tells you something, and people tell you you're crazy for your gut feelings, let them think whatever it is that they think. You are uniquely you, and it's time to accept those things. So I am seeing some triggers being returned to you in the Mercury retrograde period, and a lot of those have to do with how you view yourself, how you think you play in society, in your role with your family also, and a focus on breaking away from the restrictions of some type of religion and more into spirituality here. MJM, thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. MJM says, I've been having nightmares, and Aquarius is my twin flame, and then that you feel like the underdog. Yeah, I definitely get that. This feeling of the underdog. You're a star seed. When the star comes out, it's like an indigo child, someone that is put on this plate, on this earth, to do things that's different than everybody else. And when you're the first to do something that's unfamiliar, even if it's great, people are going to look at you funny. But you're the future. Where we need to be is wherever it is that you are going. So take pride in that, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. Okay. MJM says, yes, I feel like a star seed. Since I got my ancestry results, I've become more spiritual. That's what you're supposed to do. And like I said, it's you are ahead of time. We are trying to catch up to you. Okay. So you're not the underdog. We're catching up to you. Okay. Arabian Princess, are you here? Afea, are you here? I'm not sure if Arabian Princess is still here. MJM says, I'm 50% Central American, yet I have 10% African. Oh, amazing. Look into that, because and I have a friend actually that does genealogy, and he can trace people's like spiritual heritage and when they come from. It's definitely something to look into. Afea, Arabian Princess. Yes, no? Louise? You should be proud, MJM, because Spirit is proud of you. Okay, keep that mindset. In this Mercury retrograde period, we'll go a lot smoother than you think. Louise, Afea, Arabian Princess, Jennifer is next. We'll wait for them to come back in. Jennifer, let's go ahead and see what your Mercury retrograde energy is bringing back to you, and what is blocking you towards your higher self. Four of Pentacles, Jennifer. It's at the bottom of your deck. So there's a focus during this Mercury retrograde period about security. It could be financial security, getting a savings, looking at your savings, and having a need to save money or get back on a budget here. Or it could be security of yourself, where we, validate ourselves. We affirm and claim the blessings that we want. We look more at our skills and our talents and the things that we're really good at, instead of things that we're not good at. This is the focus for you in Mercury retrograde. A Four of Pentacles is also an energy of holding on to things even when we should let them go. So there is this stubbornness in the Mercury retrograde for you also. So there could be even a tendency to be extremely frugal, either frugal with your money, frugal with your time or your energy. And it could even be a justified need to do that also. Or This could be you being so stubborn that you are not trying to change anything when it does come to security based mindsets. E- In order to grow, we have to change some things. So you're going to go from a 4 to a 5, but it requires you to open up a bit. And this could be opening up by sharing more information, sharing more of your feelings, or even asking for help, especially if it's just relating to a career and finances with this 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. Jennifer says, yep, that's me. I'm Taurus and you're stubborn. Yes, I can see that because I'm looking at your Mercury retrograde and I can see that you may definitely be your worst enemy in this Mercury retrograde. 2 energies. What's coming back to you? King of Pentacles, your card, clarified by the 10 of Cups. So this is you getting some emotional fulfillment, or the need for you to get some emotional fulfillment about the practical matters of life. Not only do you want to pay the bills, you want to be comfortable with paying the bills. I mean, auto pay, comfortable, if you know what I mean. Everything on auto pay. You want to be also comfortable and secure in your own self. I bring what is needed to the table to get things done, whether it's to have a healthy relationship, be a good parent, be a good friend, a mother, a sibling, to a caregiver to someone. You need to have these things. But King of Pentacles and the low vibration can be so focused on this achievement or having these things that they never stop. They see everything operating as a business. This should go this way and then this happens, almost like an assembly line. But people don't really cooperate as much as you would like them to. And that's where we have the 4 of Pentacles coming into play. 10 of Cups is a happily ever after. So there could be a focus on family, work, home life balance here in the Mercury retrograde, and a potential struggle to get that. Don't be a workaholic. King of Pentacles will work themselves to death. And if you don't find ways to not have to do this. I know I mean, this is a spiritual channel, but I'm never going to tell anybody to go hug a tree and money's just going to grow from it. That's not how life works. So I realize you've got realistic things to take care of, adulting tasks, but you cannot work yourself to death here because it will cause some rift between your home and family life. And this happily ever after will seem further away. With the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, there can also be a focus on you getting some accolades when it comes to a position of authority, some promotion or advancement in your work. If you are working on these things, professional development, going back to school even, or thinking about them, the Mercury retrograde is triggering you to reevaluate your long-term plans in those areas of career and finance and family here. People may not listen to you the way that you want them to in the Mercury retrograde, even more so than when Mercury's not in retrograde. But the 4 of Pentacles is asking you to share a little bit here. Maybe share some responsibilities, help let other people be involved in the decision making, or this is you maybe even asking for help when it comes to balancing work and home life energies. So, what's blocking you from your higher self? 3 of Cups clarified by the 8 of Wands. So, the 3 of Cups is fun. And if you're not having joy and fun in your life, it is literally sucking the life out of you. You are transforming to this King of Pentacles, and you are work, 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 business, 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 money, 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 sleep. Some sleep, not enough sleep. You've got to have some fun in there too. Friends, building a circle, a lack thereof, is a blockage toward your higher self. Finding the joy in the mundane task and the routine things you do. also is a blockage in your life. Three of Cups represents children as well. And with the Ten of Cups, I am seeing some struggle when it comes to either being a caretaker or supporting people that respect you, such as like a supervisor at work if you're in charge, or a team lead at work if you're in charge of people. The Eight of Wands is that restless energy, and it's been coming out a lot. And for the Mercury retrograde, it's not advised to rush the process. And with the Eight of Wands clarifying the Three of Cups, this is saying that you may even have some friends or that are at a long distance, and the lack of the connection may be discouraging to you, and that's how you only really focus on work. It could also be that there could be people at a distance, or some type of commute or travel opportunity that could, or like a vacation that you need and are not taking. You're a Taurus. Taurus is my opposite sign. My grandmother's a Taurus. I thought Scorpios were stubborn. Got nothing on a Taurus. Nothing. If a Taurus tells you that they're going to learn how to fly, be prepared. Look in the sky, because they are going to get there. They're going to find a way to do what they set their minds to do. And that's good. But the Mercury retrograde and the Four of Pentacles energy is asking you to stay fixated on things in the high vibration instead of worrying, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough power, either at work or in my home life. Let those things go, because it inhibits you from reaching your higher self here. Any feelings of restlessness or wanting to rush and move things quickly, you're just going to continue to hit those roadblocks in the retrograde period. And if you haven't taken a vacation, even a mini vacation, I mean, as a caretaker, to sit in the tub with like bubbles for more than 15 minutes, that's a vacation for me. So if that's what you need, take it. If you need something more grand, take it. Okay. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your patience and for joining, and I pray that your reading resonates. Cinnamon Toasty says, you dang right, I'm a Taurus also. And Ruby also says, both of your parents. I'm telling you, I will not waste my breath trying to convince a Taurus anything. Taurus tells you that the sky is green. It's green. What color? Is it shamrock or lime? Because there's no, mine is made up. Jennifer says, I'm stay at home and it's very hard to balance. Yes, I do need a vacay. I've been thinking maybe going back to school until the youngest one does go to school in September or find a job. Yes, definitely. I saw school there, and this feeling of powerlessness, it's temporary. Okay, kids grow up, so they don't grow up in a day. It may take some years, but it's just temporary. Take a vacation, lock the bathroom door and just watch the little fingers underneath it, say nothing. And turn your cell phone volume down, because that gives you away. Take it from me, because they will find you. Miss Electricity says, my mom's a Taurus, and this is accurate. I'm telling you, don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time when it comes to Taurus, because whatever they have in their mindset is what it's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sam, are you here? Little fingers and the paw. Not the cat, Jennifer. The cat. 2 paws from the cat. That's terrible. Now you gotta roll the towel up. Just roll it up military style and just stuff it underneath there. Turn off the lights and just go by your cell phone, whatever it takes. All right, Salma. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's go ahead and see what the Mercury retrograde energy is bringing to you and what is blocking you towards your higher self. Sam is going to be the 5th person on my free reading list, and then I'm going to finish out my donation list. And I think I only have Ruby and Sharonda here tonight. I blow on the cars and then they want to jump out. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, Salma. I know you had a specific question in mind, and this may resonate with your specific question. The Justice card is at the bottom of the deck. Justice is the 11th card in tarot. 1111 is spiritual ascension and awakening. It's also a code for a twin flame. If you believe in twin flames, this could be resonating with the twin flame energy, especially if you are in separation with a twin. Mercury retrograde can bring that twin energy back. 11 in justice is also a karma. So you are what you manifest, the law of attraction. So be very mindful of your vibrations here. Stay in high vibrations. And what that means is getting out of an energetic funk, affirming positive verbal affirmations even when you don't feel good, taking good care of yourself, rest, treating yourself, setting healthy boundaries, anything like that could be a focus for you in this Mercury retrograde. And if you're in low vibration, you're going to attract challenging people and circumstances that will teach you to learn these lessons here with the Justice card. Spirit, the divine is playing a factor in Mercury retrograde for you. There definitely is a lesson that you need to learn with this card. And you are a Libra. Okay, so I already have your energy here. There's heavy fire in your reading also. So something or someone that has fire in their chart, or you may have it also, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Mercury retrograde is bringing you the energy of the Fool, clarified by the Knight and Prince of Wands. So the Fool is a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. And for Mercury retrograde to bring this to you, it may be a second chance. Maybe you had given up on something and now Mercury retrograde is bringing it back to you. Or you let something go or let something pass you by and now you're getting the second chance. It involves some risk taking, Salma. Okay, so I'm not going to sugarcoat that. And there's an instability or an unstable energy that's involved in this new beginning with the Fool card, thanks to the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands is an explorer, an adventurer. So Spirit is asking you to take a risk, do something different, do something new. This could be involving the type of action you take, the way you think, how you plan things. Also, with the Prince of Wands, do things differently is the key here. Prince of Wands also easily gets overwhelmed because they have a lot of options. So you can be expecting to have options during the Mercury retrograde. And if you feel like you currently don't have options, there could be people or opportunities that come back to you during the retrograde, and then you get confused. Then you don't know what to do because you went from not only having one or two to having many. Don't do too much. Don't stick your hand in the pot too much, in all the pots, because you may start a lot of things and not finish them, and people may see you as unreliable. Or you could be dealing with an energy of someone that had those characteristics, someone that was not very dependable, someone that was very hype, had a lot of energy at the beginning, but as time went on, you found that you could not always count on that person. You could be either giving that energy a second chance, or they may be asking for a second chance. Be very mindful because it is karmatic. Whatever is coming back to you in the Mercury retrograde, it is karmatic. So, yes, there's a second chance opportunity, but you cannot do things the same way as it was done before. Okay, so be very mindful. Selma says, I meditate a lot. I feel telepathy with my person. We are in separation. Okay, well, with the Justice card here and the Fool card energy, this is a second chance energy. So you could definitely be hearing back from someone that maybe have been like flighty and not very dependable in the past. What blocks you towards your higher self? Queen of Wands clarified by the Magician. You are what you manifest. So be careful what you wish for, because if you were involved with someone or some activity and you were in a low state of mind where you did not practice self-care, you beat yourself up, you saw yourself as second class citizen, you're not very good, you won't achieve very much, and you attracted someone in that energy and they don't grow with you, you're perpetuating that cycle. The Queen of Wands in the low vibration suffers great ego wounds, but on the outside, they seem very joyous and very happy. They may even pick fun at themselves or the situation. If you have a tendency to do these things, it's blocking you towards your higher self. The Magician card is manifestation. It's the conductor here. Magician is also creating these new beginnings, and it's the first card in tarot right after the Fool, the number 0. So you could block your own new beginning here because you do not feel very confident in your own abilities. You don't feel confident in yourself. You feel that the options that are presented to you are either not good enough, or it's almost like being stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and then you do nothing but laugh at your pain. All of these characteristics are blockages towards your higher self. As another person, Salma, the Queen of Wands can be someone that vibrates on a feminine energy, male or female, but this is a passive person, someone that doesn't usually take the lead, they don't usually initiate. This is also someone that gets a lot of attention, whether this is you or someone else. And they have all of these options because they're afraid of commitment. This is a commitment phobe energy also, especially that Prince of Wands is a commitment phobe. So this could even be you not being committed to yourself and your healthy boundaries that you set, or a long-term goal, or this could be an outside energy that's not very committed to you and hasn't been in the past. You need to be very mindful on your manifestation, because if you say I'm going to have a crappy day, your words are magic. You've put that out there and you are going to have a crappy day. But if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you feel like crap, I'm going to have a good day. Even if you feel like crap, you will be surprised the power of your thoughts in this time, okay? So attract the things that you want, affirm the things that you want, and let go of everything that you don't, because you're going to get it if you focus on it, okay? So thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. My free reading list is closed. If I do these every Thursday, providing I have power, because I didn't last week because of the storms. So please do subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications to get notified when I do go live, because my free reading list is first come, first service. All right. Ruby is next. Ruby, let's go ahead and look into your reading. After Ruby is Sharonda. Lonnie and Keandra are not here, so I will do their readings last. Salma says, I will. Thank you so much. Awesome advice. You are very welcome. And I truly do appreciate your patience and your understanding. I used to do specific questions here, but my live readings already take a long time. And when it gets complicated when we do specific questions, and that's why I follow with the theme. So if you need to book a private consultation, just reach out to me either on my website or through social media, and I'll work with you. Okay. All right, Ruby. Mercury retrograde was blocking you towards your higher self, and then your 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand. Okay. The Nine of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Push through, boo. Whatever it is that you are going through, persevere. This has the card of determination. The Nine of Wands is my favorite minor arcana. The wounded warrior. No matter how many times you get kicked down, you always manage to pick your own self back up. This is all about you. This is all about you. Absolutely. This is all about you and your growth and your needs, your wants, your plans, your desires. This Mercury retrograde is all about you. And you need to let everything on the outside revolve around you. So if something isn't working for you, you let that go. Don't let the outside influences control you. Don't let other people control you during this Mercury retrograde, okay? Mercury retrograde is bringing you, Ruby, the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the Temperance. Temperance is the energy, the 14th card in tarot, representing the sign of Sagittarius. Temperance is healing here. So you're definitely getting an opportunity to recover from either working really hard and you finally get these rewards, and these rewards are long overdue. Ten of Pentacles is success. This is the card of prosperity. So if you have been kicking butt in a skill or a job or school, anything you've been working hard on, you are going to get these rewards during the Mercury retrograde period, and these are overdue. Temperance also, you're learning how to invest in yourself. Ten of Pentacles is an investment card, and not just finances, but of our values. And you got to take care of yourself first, and then whatever's left over, that's what you give out. You're learning these lessons in the Mercury retrograde period here. If there has been some type of discord in your family, Ten of Pentacles also represents family energy, you're getting an opportunity to heal these things. Mercury retrograde is second chance energy for you. It's more positive than negative so far because the card of prosperity. Ten of Pentacles is better than Ten of Cups, in my opinion, because not only do you have this emotional fulfillment and happiness, but you've got something tangible that you can hold on to prove that you did it. You went there, or you achieved this, and this is why it's coming back to you, and why I feel that this may be overdue energy. However, Ruby, what is blocking you towards your higher self? Six of Cups clarified by the Eight of Cups. There isn't something or someone you have an emotional attachment to that may not even be present anymore. It may be some old baggage, some old hurts that you're still holding on to, and you might not even realize until the Mercury retrograde happens, because it's going to trigger you. And learning how to let that go and get some type of closure is what is needed for you to spiritually ascend. Six of Cups is soulmate energy. So this could be someone from the past that you were either romantically connected to, or someone that taught you a lesson that was hard learned and that stings is still there. The Eight of Cups is asking you to let it go. Literally, let it go. Six of Cups also is nostalgia. It could be representing the past. And the Ten of Pentacles is a family card. So this could definitely be some type of childhood wound about being nurtured and cared for. Maybe you even have to learn to nurture yourself. Especially with that Nine of Wands, people with that Nine of Wands energy have to take care of themselves. You know that at the end of the day, no matter who wants to pitch in, you're like that story, the little red hen that makes the bread. You know that story? Red hen asked everybody on the farm to help make the bread, and everybody's like, no, I'm too busy. She makes the bread. Bread smells good. And everybody's like, hey, can I have a piece of bread? Your bread. And that could be this kind of bread or whatever it is that you bring to the table of abundance. If you put your hard work in it and people or things didn't contribute to that, you have a right not to share it with people. Period, point blank. And no is a complete answer, especially if it's involving family. You know, if you're moving up, if you're doing things and people come out the woodworks, you know, old dude from 7th grade, we don't have time for that. Let all that go. The Six of Cups is also children energy. So there could be some difficulties with caregiving or with the children, or some type of pain about being caregiving, a caregiver, that you may have still some grief or some resentment that you're holding on to, that spirit is asking you to let it go. Even if you never get an apology, even if you never get an explanation, when you come to terms within yourself, you know, it doesn't even necessarily require you to forgive anybody, but just find a way to move past it, is what spirit is asking you. You are the querent, the subject card in the next 2 weeks. The focus is on you and where you're going and your growth and the opportunities that you will get. We have the stork, the coffin, the sun, and the mice. So in Lenormand, they're good cards, some neutral, and then there are bad cards. The sun is a good card. The sun is saying that no matter where it is in your spread, no matter what challenges or difficulties that you are experiencing, you will be fine. The burden or the pain that it may cause you, the stress that it may cause you, is lessened thanks to the sun card. The store is a new opportunity, growth, some type of change that is coming, and it is going to require you to end something with the coffin. It is a transformation that comes after this ending, but the change will be good. It will be positive. It's the 17th card in the deck, and the 17th card in tarot is the star, and that's faith. So you have to have faith that this change is what you need, and spirit gives us what we need and not always what we want. And that's why you may experience some type of resistance to this change, or it may just be something that you just may not want to let go of, but it's necessary. And the sun is saying yes, yes, let it go, quit, do something different here. The mice is a feeling of a loss, like you have to let something go. And it could be that you may have had a long-term goal that you're realizing it needs to change because you yourself have changed and it doesn't fit to where you're trying to ascend to. But the minds can be more of a stress factor thing. And I think that the change that's coming to you, despite the fact that it will be positive, it's still bringing you some type of anxiety. But you are the subject here, and you should be the primary beneficiary and the decision maker of whatever is happening to you in this Mercury retrograde. Find a way to move past wherever this is resonating, the Six of Cups and Eight of Cups energy. There's an emotional connection to that message. Thank you, Ruby, so much for your patience, for joining me. Please go to bed. Now you can go to bed, go to sleep, get some rest, and I pray that your reading resonates. Ruby says, Lord, I wish that energy would go away. Yes. Cinnamon toasty toast. This girl that just made me have chills down my back and scalp tingling as I read that. ASMR is a feeling of well-being combined with the tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck, as experienced by some people in response to specific gentle stimulus. Oh, my card shuffling. Yes, Miss Eccentricity. Sometimes, especially when I'm reading for myself, I would just be shuffling, and like so much time will go by, and I just am blank staring at the cards, haven't asked one question. I like the way they sound. So for anyone who has recently joined, my free and extended reading lists are closed. Please do subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications, as I do these every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my free reading list is first come, first service. You are very welcome, Ruby. I mean, come on. You have a grand water trine. I mean, intuition is on point. Trust it. Trust in your gut. The same way that your clients come to you, you need to have that same faith in yourself when it comes to these decisions that you make. And pot calling the kettle, but we believe in you. So believe in your own power of decision making. Also, Ruby, if you all didn't know, Ruby's also she's clairvoyant too, and she reads. So follow her, subscribe to her channel. She's got at least one Instagram page for tarot. I know you have another one maybe for your nail. She does some really good nail work. Too good, because and I don't live near her. Miss Eccentricity says these readings are good and they pretty much all resonate with me. Yes, absolutely. If you are here and someone else is getting a reading, but it resonates with you, you are meant to hear that message. So you can get a lot of your questions answered just by other people's reading if it's clicking. Okay? But now it is your turn, Miss Eccentricity. So let's find out what is the energy that Mercury retrograde is bringing to you, what is blocking you towards your higher self, and your 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have got to be brave. Get your Mufasa on. You've got to be brave. Don't be like the cowardly lion. Be brave. Be confident in yourself. Also, here the focus is your sacral chakra in this reading, Sharonda, where we know our worth in relationships, friendships, work. And we take nothing less here because we earned it, we deserve it. This is the mindset that you need to have during the Mercury retrograde period with whatever decisions that you have to make. I feel good about it. Just be confident, okay? Mercury retrograde, Sharonda, Miss Eccentricity. The energy it's bringing you, we've got 3 of Cups clarified by the Princess of Pentacles. So, Princess of Pentacles is Earth sign energy, Cancer, Sun, Leo rising. I don't remember what your moon is, but I'm not sure if it's Earth or not. I'm not sure if it's more the sign than the energy that Mercury retrograde is bringing you. You're getting an opportunity to learn something or to teach someone, because this is a student card. You may have a new opportunity at work or with work or career or some type of hobby or study that you've been wanting to do, but have potentially put it off. And now Spirit is giving you, with this Mercury retrograde, a second chance to actually get serious about this energy with the Princess of Pentacles. And this is also someone that wants to learn different things, whether it be a formal study that involves your job, or it could be you just wanting to know just different random facts about the world, or even about other people or yourself. Keeping an open mind is what Spirit is asking you to do during this Mercury retrograde. The Three of Cups represents also energy of joy, celebration. So if you have been considering doing some type of formal education or studying, especially if it's involving children, because both of these cards are cards of youth. Page, Princess energy, represents children, and the Three of Cups is a pregnancy card or a child card also. If any of these things overlap, take it serious.